Hi guys, today's topic is fast tracking versus crashing. Both of these terms are mainly related to schedule compression. How we can compress a schedule by using these two techniques, fast tracking and crashing. Let me start from fast tracking. Fast tracking is basically doing critical path activities in parallel that were originally planned in sequence. This will often result in rework, usually increase risk and requires more attention to communication. Let me explain this from this diagram. Please consider this network diagram. This activity has 2 days duration, this has 10 days duration, this has 7 days, and this has 1 days. So if we start from here and try to calculate the critical path from here, so 2 plus 10 12 plus 7 19 plus 1 20. So from here it's 20, and from here if we can calculate 2 plus 5 7 plus 1 8. So from here it's 8. So this one from here, this is our critical path, which is of 20 days or longest duration. So this is the critical path from here. So if your manager came and he says that 20 days are very high days and you want to, and he wants to reduce these number of days to 15 days or less than 15 days, so what you have to do to achieve this objective of 15 days, you need to consider an activity which can be done in parallel. Originally it's planned to do in sequence, but due to the requirement of constraint of time, you need to do it in parallel. So you have to overlap the dependency here. For example, if you want to do this 7 days activity in parallel, so it can be done before finishing of this 10 days activity, so you have to overlook or bypass this dependency and do this 7 days activity in parallel with this 10 days activity. So in this way, the sequential activities needs to be done in parallel and overlook the dependencies to achieve or compress the schedule. After applying the fast tracking, this network diagram would become like that. See, if we calculate now the critical path again, so 2 plus 10 12 plus 1 13. The 7, you can see now it's parallel with the 10, so 2 plus 7 9 plus 1 10, and if we calculate from here 2 plus 5 7 plus 1 6, 7 plus 1 8. So now if we calculate the critical path, the longest duration, now it's become 13. So you can see from here that after making the 7 days activity parallel, the total duration of project become reduced and it came to 13. So it means that in fast tracking, basically we make the activities in parallel to compress the schedule, but the it results, it increased the risk factor, because originally these activities were planned in to do as a sequence, but due to the requirement and time constraint, you have to do it in parallel, so it increase the risk, and you have to consider the communication complications. Let me came towards crashing. In crashing, basically it making cost and schedule trade-offs to determine how to obtain the greatest amount of schedule compression for the least incremental cost while maintaining project scope. It always result in increased cost. Please consider this diagram again. It is the same diagram which we have shown in fast tracking. See, if you have to crash to do crashing in this project, So you have to reduce the time duration of an activity so that the overall project duration become reduced. To achieve this objective, you need to put more resources. By meaning to put more reduces, it will increase the cost automatically. So crashing always results in increasing of cost. For example, please consider this activity of 10 days. If one resource is taking 10 days to achieve this task, so if we put more resources here, so that we need to check that can we accomplish a task in less days. If it's possible, then we will put more resources here, but it will eventually increase the cost of a overall project. After applying the crashing, we double the resources here, so that this same activity of 10 days can be achieved in 5 days now. If we calculate the critical path again from here, so 2 plus 5 7, plus 7 14, plus 1 15. If we calculate from here, 2 plus 5 7, plus 1 8. So you can see here now that the critical path now becomes as 15 days, because we have double the resources here. So in crashing, basically we put more resources to crash or to compress the schedule of a project, but it eventually increase the cost of a project. To summarize fast tracking and crashing, uh, in fast tracking, basically we generally overlook the dependencies, so it may result in rework and increase risk. It will not compromise on the scope of work, but it increase rework and factor of risk. In crashing, we have to add more resources to compress the schedule of a project, but it is expensive and increase cost. Thanks for your time. That's all from my side. I hope this topic increase your concept or knowledge about the fast tracking and crashing. If you like this video, please share with your friends and colleagues, and I would request to subscribe to my channel so that I can share my updates with you. Thanks a lot for your time.